African Americans are the United States' biggest racial minority. This population is primarily in the South and urban areas. There are more than 44 million African Americans in the United States. And the city with the highest percentage of African Americans is Detroit, with 84% according to the census. A common characteristic of fashion in African American culture encompasses the appropriate dress for worship in the Black church. It is normal in most churches for individuals to come in their best appearance for worship. African American women specifically are known for wearing energetic dresses with hats, and men wear suits.
Created a distinctive language pattern in the African American community. Slave owners intentionally mixed people who spoke different African languages to make it difficult for them to communicate in any language except for English. This and the prohibitions against education led to the development of pidgin. Examples of pidgins that became fully developed languages include Creole, which is common to Louisiana, and Gullah, which is common to the Sea Islands off the coast of South Carolina and Georgia. AAVE, African American Vernacular English, is a variety of American English. It is not limited to African American. AAVE is most commonly spoken by urban working class and is sometimes called Ebonics. It is also considered a legitimate dialect because of its logical structure, but some whites and African Americans consider it slang.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Due to ingrained community attitude, eye contact, interactive communicating, and speaking directly to the point is appreciated and respected. Recipes were passed down from generation to generation. Many have been largely unchanged since the first Africans set foot in the New World. Principal staples of food include beans, greens, cornmeal, and pork pieces, deer's feet, hocks, and jowls, and hop and john. Cooking style originated in America during slave times. African American slaves were given only leftovers or undesirable cuts of meat. In 1999 to 2000, 40% of African Americans were overweight or obese. The rate of type 2 diabetes among African Americans is 1.6 times higher than that of the total U.S. population. This is correlated with the higher obesity ratio among African American women. Health literacy is key in maintaining health in the African American community. We need to educate our patients.
It's almost like you eat, you get big, you go to college, you get your education, you get your diabetes, you get your high blood pressure.
Make up the largest group of minorities in need of an organ transplant. In 2011, African Americans made up 14% of the national population. In 2012, 69% of donor organs from African Americans were from deceased donors. African Americans have extremely high rates of diabetes, obesity, and high blood pressure. These conditions are known to put the patient at risk for organ failure. In the 19th and 20th century, the majority of blacks were employed in agriculture in the United States. This represents a major part of their history and economic progress of the nation. Plantation owners brought a lot of labor from Africa to the farm fields during cotton harvest. Alongside mills, black women and children were also employed in this industry. Cotton farming was a major rural conflict. Southern black cotton farmers were discriminated against by the Northerners. Democrats were concerned with the amount of blacks employed in the U.S. cotton industry and blacks owning land. The best practices or tips to building an understanding of African Americans include building relationships, focusing on trust, fostering empowerment by looking for strengths and skills, incorporating family and treatment plans, encouraging time management and providing resources, provide comprehensive education on health, and be aware of folk medicine practices. African Americans also believe that obstacles prevent good health. African Americans have poorer health than white people due to low income and lack of health insurance, unhealthy environments such as toxins or dangerous jobs or crime, lack of trust in healthcare providers due to a history of unequal care, high-risk behaviors among those over 25, and lack of transportation. Life expectancy is 5 years less than white people.
Doesn't even stand a chance. Say, will you marry me? I swear that I will mean it. I say, will you marry me?
In the South, African American fertility was controlled by white slave owners. Women were encouraged to have children to increase a plantation owner's wealth. After the war, it became desirable to decrease the population. Sterilization abuse of African Americans increased in the 50s and 60s. Women who went in to have children often came out unable to have any more children. In the end, the need to control fertility prevailed over the racial politics. The pill is the most common form of birth control in the African American population.
Anybody tell me why? Can somebody, anybody tell me why? We die, I don't wanna die. Move around, move around.